The saga of State Senator Justin Eichhorn from Grand Rapids. He resigned today after being arrested this week for allegedly soliciting an underage girl for prostitution in Bloomington. And tonight we have team coverage as we track the fallout. Alex Jokic has reacted to Eichhorn's constituents. Eric Shalou breaks down his first court appearance in federal court today. But first, chief political reporter Tom Hauser live from the Capitol with the impact there. Tom?
Yeah, Kevin, the resignation of now former Senator Justin Eichhorn does not change the balance of power here in the Senate, where Democrats still have a narrow edge, but it is likely to continue to hurt relations between Republicans and Democrats, with contentious budget negotiations still ahead.
Members, a quorum is present.
Just minutes before the Minnesota Senate was set to expel him, now former Republican Senator Justin Eichhorn sent a resignation letter via email to Governor Walz. It was read aloud by the Senate clerk just after the floor session began.
Governor Walz, I am resigning my seat in the Minnesota Senate for District 6 effective immediately. I must focus on personal matters at this time. It has been an honor to serve in the Minnesota Senate. Sincerely, Justin Eichhorn.
He wasn't even there. He was reading a...
Yeah. What's really funny to me, right, is that I believe this is the same guy that was pushing the Trump derangement syndrome thing.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Where he was arguing that the fact that people are discontented with how Trump is running the government currently, that is evidence of a mental illness. I think you're the one with the mental illness, brother.
For real.
Resigned from a jail
Leave them
cell
fucking kids
where he's
alone.
being held on federal charges of coercion and enticement of a minor. It is a sudden fall for a senator serving his third term from the Grand Rapids area.
Look at him.
To give you an idea of how quickly things moved, Eichhorn's nameplate was still on his desk and the voting board minutes before the session started, but removed by the time the gavel dropped.
I will speak with Senator Eichhorn, or former Senator Eichhorn.
Republican Senate Leader Mark Johnson says he's proud his caucus made swift
decisions
to seek Eichhorn's resignation or expulsion without wavering.
We want to take care of this quickly and be done with this, do the right thing as a caucus. And I'm very proud of our caucus for being very together on this one, unanimous on the decisions that were made throughout.
DFL Majority Leader Aaron Murphy tried to frame a conciliatory response with Republicans.
I am grateful that Mr. Eichhorn chose to resign. We were prepared to join our colleagues and expel him.
We're gonna boot him out.
Right.
Don't fuck about that.
Right.
That this public place is safe.
You were touching kids, bro. Resign, don't resign. The boot going in your ass, boy. You out of here.
It's so funny.
Woo-wee.
The ones that are most hateful and saying that they're deranged or this or the third
be the ones doing the most fucked up shit. I'm telling you, it's always like this.
Like, we can know that there's a right and a wrong to things, but when they push so hard, that's usually questionable.
Right.
As in, like, so much hatred. Because isn't this a...
Thou doth protest too much, son.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Your ass you're all on other people's head top. They need to be on your head top. Right. Cut it out.
Is this the same guy that also was in regards of trans as well, trans people as well?
I don't know. No? I'm not sure. I think it's a different person.
DFL Senator Aaron May Quaid blamed Republican leaders for Eichhorn's behavior. So you are indicting all Republicans for this type of behavior? That seems like
Ain't that what they do to us?
So what I'm asking for is a real deep, hard look at the problems that exist at the Republican leadership level that make people feel like this is okay.
Yeah. I don't want to hear it. Don't cry now talking about, well, you generalizing all of us? Ain't that what your boy Trump be doing?
Yep.
Ain't that what he doing? Don't start with me about not doing shit that your boy's doing. You want to play with no rules? Good. Us too. Shut up.
And it's so funny because a lot of Republican people want this to happen where it's just like, get all the pedos off the street and this and the third, but when it comes to...
But when he's one of yours, all of a sudden it's an issue, right?
Right.
No,
right.
Yes, get rid of him.
Now all of a sudden, well, no, this is what y'all want, right? Y'all want people to stop touching kids.
Right. So when it's you going too.
Right.
And to be clear, no Republicans here in the state Senate said that Eichhorn's behavior was okay. May Quaid points to President Trump nominating Matt Gaetz to be Attorney General, which failed ultimately, and Pete Hegseth as Defense Secretary as examples of...
The Gaetz thing failed only because he got exposed. And the congressional what do you call that shit? The congressional like inquest or interview investigation, the summary of that shit. When that got leaked, that's when he got kicked out. Not before.
Yep.
That's when it stopped. If that didn't get leaked, it wasn't stopping.
Oh no.
He was going through.
Yep.
Being the criminal he was. Cut it out.
I kind of find it funny that Trump be around a bunch of people who are pedos. I find that kind of funny. And that saying birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah. Well.
Republicans being appointed after they have faced allegations. A Senate Republican caucus spokesperson said she would not dignify Maquade's criticism with a response. Live at the state capitol, Tom Hauser, 5 Eyewitness News.
Eric Shalou was in federal court today when Eichhorn faced a judge on that charge of soliciting sex from a minor, and he continues our team
That's
coverage.
crazy.
Eric?
Ooh wee. How you in government do shit like
this
this?
hearing lasted just about 15 minutes here at the
As if
federal
people can't
courthouse in
recognize you.
downtown St. Paul for former Senator Justin Eichhorn. He sat in the courtroom, never looked back at the gallery. I was in there. He kept his eyes glued on the judge up ahead. There was no plea
Shame.
entered to the charge, and he remains in custody.
Get the tar and the feathers.
Our sketch artist captured the 40-year-old Eichhorn's first appearance before federal judge Shannon Elkins this afternoon. Eichhorn's charged with attempted coercion and enticement of a minor. He was back on Monday when Bloomington police say
Ew,
Eichhorn
they always
was
look nasty,
arrested
too.
in an
Ew.
undercover prostitution sting. The federal prosecutor, Leanne Bell, in court called it, quote, very concerning offense. The judge asked Eichhorn if he understood the allegations against him.
He should.
Eichhorn nodded and said he did. So what's next for Eichhorn? Well, the judge decided Eichhorn will remain in federal custody until a bed opens in the halfway house. The former senator will also be required to wear a GPS monitor.
I was hoping
and
they
have
would
no
hold him in jail.
unsupervised contact with minors as the case proceeds. After court ended this afternoon, I
Basically,
spoke with Eichhorn's
It
public
is.
defender who told me he had no comment to the charges. We did learn that Eichhorn is in the process of trying to hire a private attorney. His next court hearing is scheduled for next week, and
Private
of course,
attorney?
we will be
Private
there
investigator for
to
what?
know what happened.
Private attorney.
We're now
Oh,
reporting
private
live outside of the federal
Month. The news of Eichhorn's arrest and resignation is alarming and concerning for people who live there. Alex Jokic talked with voters who feel betrayed.
Small towns on the Iron Range
It's very disturbing.
have big opinions about their now former state senator.
His circumstances were just beyond reproach.
Just this session, Justin Eichhorn authored a bill aimed at protecting children. Also this one a few years ago to increase penalties for sexually explicit materials
No
involving
way,
kids.
but you're doing
Now
it.
He's charged with soliciting a minor. That's morally wrong.
I'm looking forward to chairing this committee together. I think there's a lot of work we can certainly get done.
Justin Eichhorn recently served as co-chair for the Senate's Environment,
Now we gonna
Climate,
work on
and
you.
Legacy Committee.
They gonna work on him in jail.
Oh God, please.
And just a few weeks ago was elected chair of the state's Iron Range Resources and
Wait till the booty warrior get a hold of him. Oh
Pushing
no.
for investment in small communities across northeastern Minnesota known for their natural resources. That seat and his state Senate seat now empty. Crosby is one of the cities in Eichhorn's district. People here worry what all of this means for the Iron Range and the issues that matter to them at the state capitol.
Listen, that's wild behavior. I don't know. All of a sudden, bro, talking about derangement syndrome. I think you have some level of derangement syndrome.
Yep.
Child touching derangement syndrome.
Yep.
Take him away.
Yep.
Throw him underneath the jail.
Granted, not all the time birds of a feather flock together may not be true. However, it's a little uncanny that, one too many popping
One
up.
too many child touchers keep popping up. Bro's closest supporters are touchers. I don't want to hear it. I
Right.
don't.
It's weird because, like we were saying earlier, when they advocate so strongly in the same manner, and just
Well, we saw that. Bro was doing Bro was introducing multiple bills to protect children from being touched by adults, only to find out that he's the one doing it.
yeah.
Listen, I don't know what to tell you. This is your man's. Stick with him. These are your people. I don't want to hear we got rid of him for nah. Him, Matt Gaetz, all of them. Those are your people. Stick with them and don't miss me with the bullshit. Derangement. He deranged.